Hello, it's Aisha, and today I wanted to share a project with you in honor of Earth Day. What I wanted to make today for you is a toilet paper photo album. I've never done one before, but I have seen a few online, and I thought they were really cool, so I wanted to try my hand in making one and sharing it with you. The paper that I'm going to be using for this project is from Die Cuts with a View, and it's called the Green Stack. It's made of 70% recycled paper. They have really nice patterns in here. To start with the project, you need to obviously save up some toilet tissue rolls. I was able to get my hands on 5 of them, and so that's what I'm going to work with. You can make this as big or as large or as small as you want to, but I'm going to stick with 5, and we'll see how it goes. The first thing you need to do after gathering all your toilet papers is making sure as much of the paper is off. Obviously, you see there's still some left here, but I'm not going to worry about it because that is going to get covered up. And then what you need to do is flatten. Like, these 2 are flattened already. And once you have all your rolls flattened, you're just going to set them aside. And it's still kind of puffy, but I'm thinking that it'll all work out in the end. Well, we'll see what happens. Anywho, that goes on the side. Now, you have to select your papers. These are the papers that I've chosen. And I'm going to use these 3 for the inside, and then this one, which is really cool. It's like a blue, looks like a faux wood pattern, and then it's textured. This is going to be for the outside and pockets, so we'll get back to this. These sheets, what you want to do is you have to cut sections, and you're going to cut pieces, and they're going to be 4 3/4 by 2.5 inches. The reason why you're going to get that size is because you want it to be able to cover each of these rolls. So you're going to have it at 4 3/4 this way, and then about 2 2.5 that way. So you're going to cut that out of each of these, and you'll need 1 for each side. So depending on however many rolls you have, you just multiply that times 2. For me, I have 5 rolls. That means I need 10 pieces. So that's what I'll do. Get to cutting. And now that I have all of my pieces cut, it's time for me to go ahead and stick them onto the toilet paper roll. We're almost at the end here, and as you can see, I've been laying it in. And the only thing you have to make sure at this process is, for one, I noticed that some of the rolls, although they're about the same size, they're slightly irregular. So you may have to trim your sheets a little bit to get it to fit. And then also, if it's a little bit longer, what I've been doing is making sure that the piece that's going to be on the end kind of lines up in the same position on all the sheets. I'll show you what I mean by that. See how here it's a little bit hanging over the edge? You can see it's hanging over the edge here. This is going to be the outside of the book. So it has that same lip here as it does on this side. And then this one's hung over the edge, so I cut it even. Because the binding is going to be here, so you're not going to see that. So just, for a nice and neat look, it can't hurt to do that. And then all you have to do is just cut off the edge, the excess. For the next part, I wanted to make the tags that are going to go inside each of the pockets. Because if you notice, there is a pocket here. So I wanted to make the tags that go in here. And I wanted to use this paper. So what you need to do is cut a piece for each one, and the dimensions that I have for it are 5 inches. 5 inches long by 2 and like 3/8. Yeah, so it's just shy of 2.5 inches. You're gonna fold down a piece that's about 1/2 inch on the end of each one. The way that I'm gonna mark my 1/2 inch is the cheater's method. You do 1, then the next one you just slide it right into place. You use a pencil, and then you mark your line. And then that'll give you your 1/2 inch. And you do that with all of them. Okay, so once you have all of your tag pieces folded, like I do, you need to glue the tabs down because it'll just make it everything lay a lot flatter. Just rounding out all the edges gives it more of a finished look. And the album itself is gonna have squared off edges, so it's nice because it makes it have more of a I don't know what you call it, but it has like a interesting look. It's not just boring and plain. All the edges are the same. Oh, that rhymes. Okay, and then my fifth one. And then also to add a little something, actually it helps add a little durability as well. I'm going to just put 2 eyelets in each one. Okay, so now that I have all of the tags done with the eyelets, just to store them, I'm going to stick them into their pockets.